basically what this is this is a this is probably known here. This is a continuation of the television series, and what we've done is we've made a continuation of the comic series. So it's sort of and considering the comic is paradoxical to the television series in many ways, it's sort of double irony. We have managed to really take the ethos, I think, of Buffy, really try and examine what she is in this world, and moreover what she might become, and dared to, I suppose, make a call on it, and try to invent various aesthetics, invent various ways of storytelling to make that come across.
And what do you think of Season 8 so far?
Season 8's great. I mean, I gravitate substantially towards Season 8. I came into this, I mean, to be honest, I came into this as having watched the show, and, you know, in high school. I came into this very open to exploring what this could be, how to interpret it, how to expand it, and coming into the comic books, I kind of discovered it along with the viewer to a certain extent. It's the nature of how I do productions. It's about exploratory work to find the voice of a text, and that's sort of to a certain extent what occurred here. A motion comic is going to be defined a lot of different ways. I mean, it can be defined as a print comic book that's put into motion, bringing a text to life. What I like to do, though, is I want to bring a sense of adaptation to it. I want to bring a voice to it, and so that's sort of what I do with this. So I like to find texts that are in the process of adapting. They've existed. The characters have gone through many different worlds, many different faces, many different actors, for instance, in the shows. You know.
So would you say it's like a lot like animation?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the basic format of it, is animation. However, I am looking to try and figure out how to even take it even further, working with photography and live action and a variety of things. And it's a combination of two things, to be honest with you. It's animation and it's music. It's the motion comic. I think of it as a sort of as a hybrid story, as a hybrid way of telling a story. I think of it as very much a part of remix culture, almost like a touch of a mashup.
Is it very difficult to transfer what's in the comic book into a motion comic?
I mean, it depends on what one is trying to do, what one is trying to accomplish. The real goal here was to study the text, and that was where I came from. I was working with the text primarily, and using the text to animate why things happen the way they happen in the aesthetic and in the way the story comes across visually, as well as sonically.
Someone being a director of a motion comic, what is that like exactly? Are you hands down with the animation? Are you what's a
variety of things? I mean, it's an evolving format. It's constantly the roles that you say, like for instance, a director, producer, writer. These things kind of meld into one, because what you're doing is really you're remixing. You're taking something that exists already, and you're putting a spin on it, and you're remixing. You're creating a B-side, so to speak, of the material. And you know, I think of it kind of like, you know, like almost like jazz, where you take a classic text, it's something that's known, and something that even in this world is called canon. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows there's one way to do it. There's a master puppeteer behind it that wrote these songs that everybody loves, and you take that and then you riff. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on, I believe, Amazon, a variety of other outlets. I think if you just do a search for it, you will find it throughout. I know it's being picked up continually, daily in various outlets. And I know that there's a DVD launch coming out. It's going to have the books. It's going to have the all the issues, the motion comic issues, as well as collector stuff from the comic and print. I think a lot of the comic issues. I know there's something really special that's coming out.